Just us.
Just us.
The Golden State Warriors took on the Minnesota Timberwolves in the second part of a back-to-back baseball series, and it didn't go the way that we wanted to go, and it didn't go the way that it went yesterday.
Let's just say the score was so bad that I can't even do the math right now to figure out how much we lost by.
It was a embarrassing blowout. I think it was a scheduled loss. Everyone expected it. I would give the Warriors credit for a strong first half. They played defensively very well, but it became clear that no one on that team was able to shoot and score.
And the reason it was a scheduled loss is because Steph was out, Draymond was out, Melton was out, Horford was out. That's basically
all the
players that
good
players
keep things going.
Ant was also out though on the other side.
Yeah, and that was the kind of thing where it's like you still have a lot of, very good players to contend with, and I don't think there's a equal matchup between the players we were playing and their remaining players. But it was so much worse than I thought it was going to be.
And one of the reasons it was pretty bad is because Rudy Gobert is just tall. He's a tall guy. Our starting lineup, I think the tallest person was QP.
Yeah.
And followed by Guy Santos.
Yeah.
Their physicality is not at the same caliber.
No. As
Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Naz Reid. So what are you going to do? They just couldn't match up against those players.
Unfortunately, that still applies when Steph and Draymond are on the team as well.
Well, Draymond tends to lock down Gobert very effectively.
Yeah.
But Gobert had 15 points and 17 rebounds.
17 rebounds.
That's insane.
That's crazy. So I think no one played well at all. There was turnovers. They were dribbling like they've never dribbled before, like losing the ball with no one was even trying to contest them. It was just like bounce, bounce. Oh no, the ball is gone.
They had wide open shots. The Warriors they shot a season low 23% from the 3-point line. They were 9 for 39. That's just unacceptable.
Yeah, even if you're like a half decent player at an NBA level should be able to hit way more than that. That did not look like an NBA caliber team. It was like rec league, go to the local gym kind of play, which is unfortunate. And honestly, like I think the biggest takeaway is I think Buddy Hield is useless now. Like I love Buddy. I think he's a fun person and like good locker room presence. His good games are more of an outlier than his bad ones. You can count on him to miss. And when he makes it, it's a surprise. And for a 3-point catch and shoot player, that is awful.
He shot 2 for 10. He had 5 points in 29 minutes.
See, when we were going into this, I thought, Buddy could potentially keep the team in it.
I thought he was going to be the star of the game. I mean, you would expect when everyone is down, the main scorers would be Moody, Buddy, and probably Pajemski.
Yeah. Pods was trying. Like, say what you will, he was trying. He was like, Euro step in. He was getting into the paint as much as possible. He tried to shoot over a bunch of players that were way taller than him.
He was rebounding as well.
He was rebounding. Buddy was just, I don't know what he was doing. He can't shoot his threes and make them go in, which that's why he's here. And sadly, I think his time is going to come to an end very soon. I just don't think he has it. Like, he's making the team actively worse. There's no real upside to what we saw.
What we saw was garbage. I hate to distill it to that, but it was absolute garbage. And we knew it was probably going to be bad today. We even predicted that at the end of the last episode. We said, hey, we're not expecting much for, the game, the next game, because a lot of players are going to be resting and, the Wolves aren't going to accept such a beating. Yeah. They're going to come back with a lot more energy and offensive presence and really lock down on defense, which they did.
Yeah. I think the demoralizing thing about it is it's crystal clear that if Steph isn't on the court, we have no offense. Or Melton is probably the only other player that you can count on. But outside of them two, we have zero offense.
It's just like the spacing isn't right, and it's not that the offense isn't there when Steph, like, it's also because it's not just his scoring, it's the gravity of him detracting other players away to create better shots for other players.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you're right. When Steph's not on the floor, the offense doesn't flow as smoothly as you would want it to.
Which doesn't bode well for what remains of the season. Like, it's going to be rough. I don't want to see Steph playing his heart out and losing every time. He's going to play hard each time because that's what he does. But we're in for a pretty rough time coming up, I think. I think the other thing that really frustrated me was GP2. He seems to be just a foul machine now. Like, he comes on, fouls. He fouled out of this game.
Wasn't it in the third quarter or something? He fouled out very early.
He came on and immediately fouled. I don't understand. He is a capable defender when he wants to be. He's great at cutting. Obviously, we weren't able to use that skill set because Steph wasn't on the court. No one who can pass the ball to him easily was there. But his fouling is so egregious now. In this game and previous games as well. So I don't know what you do with him. Maybe he needs a talking to, I think. Like, relax, stop fouling.
It's because he's going for steals and he's trying to get other players open. A lot of his fouls come on
swipes.
Swipes, and also he's trying to set screens. He gets called for a lot of offensive or a lot of moving screen fouls.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. I think the game hasn't come as easily to him as it did a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Hopefully he pulls himself out of it.
I think he can bounce back.
Yeah, I think that he is a player that definitely performs much better when Curry's on the court.
Yeah, that's most players.
Yeah,
will perform better when he's there. Yeah.
But yeah, rough game. Jazz is next
on Wednesday. Friday against the Pistons, the number 1 team in the East.
That's going to be a bloodbath.
We're going to that game, so
that is going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you do in that game. I mean, like, the Jazz game is also going to be a challenge. Like,
well, let's hope we can beat the Jazz.
Yeah, we're assuming that Steph will be back, Draymond will be back, Melton will be back, Al will be back, and a little more confident this time than the Timberwolves game. But at the same time, in our current state, we could also lose, and that is a bad place to be, unfortunately.
It is. Every game we usually do boobies and butthole. Boobies are good things that happen. Butthole is something bad that happens. I'd say today's entire game was a butthole.
One big butthole.
One really big butthole.
Shai Hulud-sized butthole.
Yeah, so we got nothing else for y'all.
Sorry. There was no boobies.
Yeah, I would say that this was probably the worst game of the season.
Yes, one of the worst games I've seen in a long time. There was that moment where the Leons cooked an old man on the court. But, that doesn't really count. But, yeah, hopefully we've got a better report for you next time.
See you on Wednesday. Just us on 3. 1, 2, 3. Just us.